Lakra, Seema Kispota, the captain, Pratiksha Lakra, Asha Kumari, Salina Kumari, Kushma Kispota, Lakshmi Mardi, Mamta Kumari, Chamni Kumari, Komal Kumari. Wherein for their subs, we have Priya Sandil, Shushmita Kumari, Anjali Gari, Birasmuni Dhanwar, Dolly Kumari, Lalita Kumari, Sangeeta Kumari, Roshni Tiga, Alpana Kujur, Sandhya Topo and Joshna Bara. And under the head coach of Govinda Saha, they'll be taking the lines. Yes, it's going to be a cracker. The reason we keep on mentioning this is because both the sides, they're well balanced and they know their business pretty well. They know what they have to do out here. They know the reason they are out here. They know why they can try and produce what is supposed to be a battle. On your screen from the left to the right, we have the team in yellow at the moment, that is Jharkhand, and wherein on your screen from the team in the blue coming from the right to the left, we have Delhi. So yes, if you're not all set yet, this is high time that you start tying up your seat belts, because we are about to take flight at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai. And there you go, we are underway here at the moment, and it is Jharkhand who gets us underway today at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai. And Delhi straight away into defensive action, will not really allow the others to try and find out an early opening here. And there you go, quick long ball to Delhi at the far right, but Jharkhand quickly coming forward to the deliverance of their own team. They are not going to allow that easy space to Delhi, because they are also a pretty tough side, despite knowing the fact that Delhi are the juggernauts of Indian women's football. They will try and get that all-important early lead, but Jharkhand will make life as difficult as they can, because that is how it is supposed to be. Delhi with a quick throw now, and that too in the half of Jharkhand. A quick throw taken, an uneven bounce there, really leaving Delhi slightly unsettled, and it's going to be a free kick now for Jharkhand. Oh, that was a bit of a howler there. Almost ended up conceding possession. Can Delhi try and get something better from this? But this is really good goalkeeping from Jharkhand. Anjali Munda, quite a firm presence under the woodwork, quickly darts out of a line and ensures the fact that the body shielding that was done by her defender has been taken care of without any trouble whatsoever. The ball stays with Delhi. Jharkhand on a chase, and not the best of passes. However, Delhi still managed to get control of the ball, but Jharkhand quick there to re-snatch the possession for themselves. And that's a long ball that's being played at that far right. This has been a fiery start to the affair. Both the sides are pretty well balanced. A quick pass and a couple of bounces there, quickly touching the head of the player before it goes out, but the ball has been won back there by Jharkhand. Quickly floats in across, but that won't really be bothering Namrata Kaur. She's an experienced campaigner for the Citadel there. She knows how to keep her calm, how to protect her team's goal line integrity, and quickly puts in a stunning save there to try and deny the opposition in darting forward. A bit of a tussle there on the right. Now quickly ventures in, trying to create a pass for themselves, but once again, they won't really be successful with that. And here comes a defense-splitting pass. Can Jharkhand clutch onto it? They won't be able to do that. But nevertheless, Jharkhand has started increasing the numbers up front. Delhi in a bit of pressure here. Not really the kind of football that they are used to, not that the kind of pressure that they are familiar with, because so far they really had easy sailings, easy pickings in the tournament as well. So for Delhi, this is like a new bout at the moment, a new challenge that they are up against. And once again, we all know that Jharkhand has a decent attacking unit. They can actually come forward firing on all cylinders. This is really good defending there from Jharkhand, keeping the Delhi attacker at bay, ensuring the fact that the ball doesn't really touch her feet. And that is good. That is good football, real good football from Jharkhand. It knows that you cannot allow an iota of space to Delhi. They are a force that would turn it into their advantage, even if given that iota of space. So that is exactly what Delhi will try, or rather, Jharkhand will try and avoid, because Delhi has a very good firing unit at their disposal. And Jharkhand's doing a pretty decent job of keeping the ball away from Delhi. Very crucial right now for Jharkhand to try and bring out everything they have in the defensive unit. They will have to be very careful about that first goal, because it all boils down to the first goal. In games like these, that first goal can really be the key. And that is where it all goes wrong. It all goes south if you end up conceding the first goal. You have to be very careful about what you can give away and what you can't. There's a long ball there. This can be an opportunity for Jharkhand. That's a lovely delivery there. But this time, not really able to find the kind of rhythm that she would have wanted for that ball. It took a sharp deflection of a Delhi player and goes out for a corner. Here's the first corner of the day for Jharkhand. And this will be coming all the way from that right wing. Or rather, for Jharkhand, it's going to be the left. Can they get their noses ahead in this tumultuous occasion, in this pulsating encounter between these two sides? And the corner comes floating in. Dangerous corner, actually. Was very close to the goal, but once again, the Delhi defender keeping a very close stab on the ball, ensure the fact that no damage was done. That's a long ranger. However, straight into the safe arms of Namrata Kaur. No real trouble there, but Namrata keeping her ground as well, just ensuring the fact that she's well positioned, well stationed in the center of the post to get enough body behind the ball and eventually keep it all away. And that is indeed good football to watch. Delhi not really having that early infringement that they are so familiar with, and Jharkhand putting that early pressure on Delhi. Jharkhand knows that if they have to get something significant from a force like Delhi, they'll have to try and go early. They'll have to try go swinging early in the game. That would help them to launch themselves in the most enforcing avatar. There's a long throw coming in there from Jharkhand. Sends it into the box. A nice attempted header there. Glancing header. However, there won't really be anything significant from the delivery. A couple of bounces there, and it's going to be a free kick now in favor of Jharkhand. Delhi feeling some early heat here. It's a free kick right from the center line. Now here, once again, we have seen players at times sending the ball from the center line into the goal. We've seen that in international football as well. So you never know. But then, at least in that case, Jharkhand really didn't get any kind of those antics going their way. And now Delhi on their move forward. That's a lovely ball there. Can Delhi capitalize? But Jharkhand quick to cramp down the space and get it away for a throw. Here's a goal kick now. For Jharkhand, they've actually done a phenomenal job until now. They are putting all the pressure on Delhi. That has somehow forced Delhi to be in their own half. Now Jharkhand, that's a defense playing pass. That's as beautiful as it gets. Cross comes floating in, but Delhi quick to react, quick to respond, coming to the deliverance at the side. This could have been a real close call. The ball almost went in. Could have been a same side goal as well. Or rather an own goal as the footballing context, as the footballing argument would have it. It's a corner now in favour of Jharkhand. This is some real pressure on Delhi. And Delhi try and break free. Another flat corner there. Not much trouble from that. Another cross comes floating in. Jharkhand looking for some shooting range. Straight into the arms of Namrata Kaur. Shots like those, until and unless they are well directed, they are not going to beat Jharkhand by any chance. They'll have to be careful now. Jharkhand wanting to send the ball forward. Couldn't really get the required space, but once again, Delhi doing well enough to clamp down on their opposition, not really allowing them to try and break free from the shackles that has so far been imposed upon them. They're pushing it as hard as they can, but just pushing it hard won't really get them the required leeway that they're looking forward to. Delhi sniffing in an opportunity, but Jharkhand pretty resolute in their defensive stance there. A fine tussle for the ball. The ball's fallen back for Delhi. Delhi will need some support. Delhi somehow looks incoherent at the moment. They aren't really coordinated like they usually are, like we have known them so far in the tournament to be. They've lacked that coherence. They've lacked the kind of coordination that you need in the footballing ground in order to try and impose yourself upon your counterparts. Jharkhand, on the contrary, they have looked a lot more menacing. They have looked a lot more oriented, and they have looked a lot more positive in their attacking outfit. This is why this game is so special. You never know what happens next. Both the teams, they are great teams actually in terms of football, and the way Jharkhand has played out those first 11 minutes, it has indeed been exemplary for any football fan out there in the center. It's a free kick now in favor of Delhi. To get it going in their way. Now that's a ballooning free kick straight into the arms of Anjali Munda. As easy as a catch it can get. He's there in the sky, a lofted effort, and straight into the safe arms of Anjali. Once again, Anjali was phenomenal under the woodwork in the last game as well. But Delhi at the moment, talking about being phenomenal, and Delhi somehow hasn't really been the sublime side that we know them to be. They've struggled and they continue to struggle actually. Ball takes a couple of bounces, goes out for a throw-in. Quick throw taken in by Delhi now. Ball's fallen back for Delhi. Delhi still has the possession at their feet. Sends it towards the far right. Could have been dangerous there. For a moment it felt as if Jharkhand has lost control of the ball. They opened up that small pocket of space for Delhi. And you give a modicum of space to Delhi, you know what they're capable of. But Jharkhand quick to recover and also quick to reclaim possession for themselves. This is another lovely ball for the player stationed in the far right. But Delhi once again very quick to react, quickly calling in, quickly bringing in the kind of defense that was required in order to take it away. Jharkhand will have to be slightly more active than they are. The possession stays with them, but Delhi quicker than ever. Try and claim the ball for themselves and eventually wins a free kick. in their favor. It's a long free kick from their own half, and again, this has been a pretty contrasting affair so far. Jharkhand has been slightly more dominant of the two sides here. Delhi has come forth in their pursuit of the goal, but again, the kind of precision, the kind of execution that you usually expect from a team like Delhi, that has somehow not really happened. However, Delhi is now on the move. Can they crack open that defense? They'll have to wait right now because Jharkhand is very persistent and they won't allow anything. However, Delhi has a chance again. But once again, the goalkeeper of Jharkhand, Nanjali Munda, quick to react, quick to the situation as well, darting out of a line, claiming the ball for herself. And that's the kind of response that you'd usually expect in a footballing tournament like this. At times, the goal differences have been accentuating to almost somewhat of a chastening level. But again, games like these where both the teams are of somewhat similar stature, both the teams really like to take the battle to their opposition, it's a treat to watch. Ball's back for Jharkhand. Delhi really going as fast as they can to try and block out all possible avenues of attack. It's a free kick now in favor of Jharkhand. I won't say that this is a goal scoring range that they would really want, but this can be a decent range to try and launch the ball into the box, try and get their numbers up in the box. And as I was saying, there you go. The ball was launched into the box. However, there wasn't any Jharkhand player to try and receive that. Jharkhand desperate to get some shooting space ahead of them. They did receive the ball after a couple of knock-arounds by Delhi. And now Jharkhand has the ball back for themselves. A lofted ball. Jharkhand does a decent job of keeping things under control. However, this time they'll be denied. A bit of a push. A fine work there from Jharkhand. Sends it loping into the box. A chase here for the goalkeeper and the attacker. Eventually, it was Namrata Kaur who won the race. Once again, quick on her feet. Timing her outing to a perfection there. Eventually putting an end to what could have been another catastrophic opportunity against Delhi. Delhi are living dangerously right now. They're living on the edge. And if they'll have to get themselves slightly more balance than they are currently getting for themselves, they'll have to produce better performances from what they're doing right now. A lot of questions are there on the horizon. A lot of facts are being unchecked right now by Delhi. Delhi will have to reintegrate themselves into the game. Jharkhand, on the contrary, they have really looked solid. They've not given away things too cheaply. Their defense has been pretty airtight, and at the same time, when they've gone for attacks up front, it has been pretty challenging for Delhi as well. And the ball goes out for a throw in now. It's in favor of Jharkhand. We have a lot to get from this game. Actually, it's not a throw-in, it's a free kick in favor of Jharkhand. Again, this can be a pretty critical juncture from where the ball can be. Try to flip in towards the goal, make it a goal-bound opportunity. And the free kick comes floating and it's towards the goal. Almost an opportunity. Jharkhand knocking on the doors louder than ever. And Delhi survives. This could have been a real opportunity there for Jharkhand. They came so close. And yet Delhi, battling with all their zeal into it, repels away not one but two chances. One from the goal line and the other one from a slight more distance than the first one was. And now it's a ball sent towards the far left. Delhi trying to sniff out a possible opportunity in their favor. They knock around the doors vehemently, but eventually they will not really be the ones to have the last laugh. It'll be a throw in here in favor of Delhi. This has been a pulsating encounter, a frenetic contest of both sides who are not willing to set for anything less than the best. And now Jharkhand does a decent job of trying to backslide men, but Delhi, excellent footwork. Try and probe the goalkeeper there. Anjali Munda had a bit of a challenge, particularly with the Delhi player running in front of her. The ball even flipped out of her hands for a second. But once again, she was very quick to react. The second response was real fast and swift as she recovered the ball, not allowing Delhi to get that infringement that they are so desperate for. And look at the confidence that she has right now, Anjali Munda. That is what happens. You start saving a couple of chances and you start growing in confidence. Your stature keeps on growing in the game. And the further you grow, the further the game passes, the more impenetrable you become. So yes, that is why it's so important for a goalkeeper to get the feel of the ball in her hands and her gloves, because that gives her the confidence, that gives her the kind of warmth that she's usually looking for on the field, hoping to rally the forces from the back. And that is exactly what Anjali Munda has been doing, and so has been Namrata Kaur as well. Namrata Kaur has been a pretty sturdy warrior under the Delhi woodwork, and she's led the lines pretty confidently until now. And this time before the Delhi player could have come forth and reached that delivery, that was knocked out of the bounds. It's going to be another throw in here in favor of Jharkhand. They'll take their time. They're in no hurry whatsoever. They're controlling the tempo of the game. The first 20 minutes, it has been in their favor. And the free kick here in favor of Jharkhand. While Delhi was trying to receive the ball or trying to keep Jharkhand away from receiving it, there's a bit of an unwanted swing of the legs that gave away a free kick in favor of Jharkhand. So yes, an opportunity for Jharkhand to try and crack open the Delhi defense is their captain Seema Kispota to try and launch it into the box. The referee better cook with a quick eye on the final settlement of the wall. And the corner comes floating in. Opportunity once again for Jharkhand. Two Jharkhand players misses out what could have been a goal-bound header and could also have been trouble for Namrata Kaur. Too many chances go begging here. And Jharkhand, if they later go on to lose this game or they end up sharing the spoils, there'll be no one for them to blame except for themselves. That was a sitter. That was a gilt-edged opportunity served on a silver platter with all possible toppings that one can have. All Jharkhand needed to do was touch it back home. But once again, Jharkhand not really able to reach it. This can be another cracking opportunity for Jharkhand, but denied by the goalkeeper. And in quick tandem with the defender, they ensure the fact that the ball's not going anywhere close to the goal line. Delhi keeps on defending as fiercely as they can. Jharkhand keeps on coming forward in numbers, and now this is a chance for Delhi to try and break open a counter-attack. Looking around for some help, looking around for some quick pockets of spaces. At the moment, they will be kept at bay for sure, but once again, they will have their way forward. But Jharkhand was again quick to react. Once again, looking around for that counter-attack and crack open, or rather, that all-important infraction that can really leave Delhi vulnerable. Just a few moments ago, it was a wondrous chance here for Jharkhand. Not once, but twice it was denied. The first one by Namrata Kaur, pretty quick on her feet, extremely fast, and as they say, nimble-footed. That is what Namrata Kaur was. And after that first one was taken care of, the second clearance came from the goal line by the defender. But Jharkhand doesn't really seem to relent. They know that they cannot allow that breathing space to Delhi, because the moment they start doing that, things will turn from bad to worse for the women in yellow. So yes, right now they are on top in the game. Right now they are in the driver's seat, considering the kind of football, the gentry of football that has been staged and the kind of pressure that Delhi has found themselves under. That's something entirely new to the women in blue. This is going to be a real cracker of a game. Another corner comes floated in, but Delhi quick to repel it away. Another throw in here. Or rather, it was another throw in actually a few moments back. Not really the corner that I mentioned, so apologies for the same. The referee having a quick word there with the Jharkhand players. It's going to be a long throw. This has been a new trend of getting in those long throws, creating those set pieces from the throws. Another chance here for Jharkhand, but Delhi was well aware of where the ball was. But at the moment, it feels as if Delhi are unable to get the ball away from their own half. And Jharkhand is really pressing as hard as they can. Their idea is correct. Their intent is correct. And now Jharkhand, however, they're slightly more hungrier than Delhi is right now. And then they can go forward. That's a lovely ball. Could have been better, actually. I reckon there was slightly more weight in the ball than the players would have wanted. And that helped Namrata Kaur to quickly charge out of her station and collect it at the end of the day. But again, things could have been better. I reckon it was also offside, so the flag went up. So even if that ball would have been perfectly weighed into the stride of the Jharkhand attacker, I don't think it would have counted. But Jharkhand comes knocking on the door again. Can they control the ball? Can they keep their knobs in front of the goal? A bit of a tussle. And the referee quickly blowing the whistle there, giving away a free kick in favor of Delhi. 25 minutes in the clock. It's still 0-0. Two teams who are still undefeated in the tournament have secured really wonderful results in their favor. They keep on knocking on the doors and keep on knocking on the doors pretty vehemently until now. And that's a long ball. Delhi on the chase, but Jharkhand does a phenomenal job of taking it away. However, Delhi has some shooting space ahead of them. Can they unleash? Well, no, they can't. But the danger's still not over. The ball still remains with Delhi. A bit of a side-footed effort to try and send it into the path of the player stationed at the far right. And Jharkhand as well, extremely persistent of the fact that they'll not allow Delhi to pass, and eventually the referee's whistle blows. So yes, Delhi will now have to fall back in order to try and waylay any possible Jharkhand attack that can come rushing their way. It's a goal kick in favour of Jharkhand. Anjali Munda haven't really touched the ball in a while. It was all Delhi doing the defending, doing the heavy defending there. But that has been the dominance of Jharkhand, at least until now. The first half an hour has so far belonged to Jharkhand. Again, I won't really say that it has been an askew contest, it has been a lopsided encounter. No, it hasn't been actually. Both the sides have come forth looking for that all important opener. Both the sides have had their fair shares of outings, have had their fair shares of Preston drops. Both the sides have knocked around in the doors in the hope that it would give away at times to pressure. It's a water break for the players, a quick 30 seconds break there in order to get themselves rehydrated, as the conditions at Bhilai is pretty sweltering out there. Players are back on the field. Right now, the water break's over. So far, the contest that we have witnessed, it has really been an extremely inspiring job so far by both the sides. Jharkhand on the attacking front, Delhi busy in keeping them at bay. However, now Delhi have started coming out of their husk. This can be a brilliant opportunity from the left. Does an excellent job of keeping the ball under control. She's gone ballistic here. She believes that there wasn't any push involved. The referee, however, claims that there was a push, a clear push actually. And the first yellow card of the day comes out. Not a pretty frequent side in the tournament. We haven't really seen the cards coming out much. They're usually a very calm side, all the sides in fact. They're pretty calm and they do not really lose their temper early. But again, a bit of a protest there from the Delhi player, forcing the referee to quickly lay down the law. And a throw in taken there by Delhi. Now Delhi has started spending up slightly more time in the half of Jharkhand vis-a-vis the one that they were doing a few moments ago. We have crossed the 30-minute mark, and this is going to be the game's gonna go, or rather, the game's going to clamp down in closer quarters. Jharkhand now from the left, just trying to find some way out, or rather, way forward to get that opener. They have really attacked all cylinders there. Unfortunately, it has been the brilliance of the Delhi defense and their goalkeeper, Namrata Kaur, that has still kept things stranded in an impasse. And now Delhi starting to look more confident, starting to look a lot more famous than Jharkhand usually were. They are coming forward in numbers here. This can be a golden opportunity. Delhi has the ball, a bit of a trip there, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Exactly what Delhi would not have wanted, just at the edge of the box. They kept on dribbling their way forward, and eventually Jharkhand commits a criminal error, unable to keep Delhi at bay. However, that wasn't really a chance on goal, so that was not needed. But once again, now that the error is done, Jharkhand, this is exactly what Jharkhand would have wanted to avoid. A penalty here for Jharkhand, or rather for Delhi. An opportunity for them to take that lead. Will this be the first goal to be conceded by Jharkhand? Yes, it will be! Bang and goes! And there you go. Delhi has started with their celebrations. The first blood has been drawn after 32 minutes of excruciating football. After almost 30 minutes of being dominated, Delhi has found their footing. However, I reckon there's a cramp that has happened out in the center. And the referee has quickly summoned out the referee, or the medico actually, who will be taking care. A stretcher is being asked. Once again, this is exactly why the water breaks are being given, because it's extremely hot out there. Yes, I reckon she'll be stretchered off. It's not particularly sure that whether it has been a cramp or a pull, or because both are different, both has different impacts. Obviously, things tend to change. And the game resumes. Now Jharkhand will have their task cut out. That'll be easy here for Anjali Munda. She'll have to be slightly careful because ideally they say that when you concede that goal, you tend to become slightly vulnerable, particularly in the following 5 to 6 minutes that follow, because ideally it starts playing with your mind that you could have tried and avoid that goal. But again, there was nothing that the goalkeeper actually could have done. It was really poor judgment from the Jharkhand defender. The player didn't seem, under any circumstance, to be posing a serious threat at the goal. So she could have just played it out, she could have just forced her out of the box. But eventually she ended up tripping the player, and that is where it all went wrong. And now Jharkhand on the rise again. Delhi trying to stymie that opportunity and eventually will be successful. They can also go forward with an attack of their own. Now this can be a chance here. A lovely ball created. Opportunity. Once again, Jharkhand quickly chasing down. But Namrata is also quick on her feet. Comes out of a line again and collects it without any ado whatsoever. Delhi looking a lot more active after that goal. And obviously, this is what happens when you get a goal. A goal tends to increase your momentum, tends to give you that required catalyst that you're looking forward to. And again, you know the kind of danger that Delhi has always been to other teams. So, hoping or expecting that once they get that all important first goal, that is exactly what we talked about. That you cannot let that first goal to happen, because in games like these, when you're defending with everything out there, you will have to stall that first goal. Once you concede that goal, it what follows suit is chaos, because ideally you're very shaky and your confidence takes a hit, and particularly with the attacking unit that Delhi possesses, it becomes a lot more difficult to keep them at bay, because then they start coming forward looking for a lot more chances than they usually were. It gives them the confidence, it gives them the answer of the question that yes, they can. So right now, Jharkhand will have to rally their forces again. They've definitely been the better side in the first 30 minutes, but since then, it has been all Delhi. Jharkhand has been more of on a cautious retreat. They aren't looking as dangerous they were in the midfield. Delhi, since the 30th minute mark, has controlled proceedings in a pretty nice fashion. And that's good work from Delhi. Decent footwork. Slightly fancy as well. The ball has now been taken by Delhi. He wanted to go for a shot, but well collected there by Anjali Munda. And initially, it may look as easy as you think it is, but once again, a lot of factors come into the game. You have to be positioned perfectly in order to try and control that. It's a long goal kick. And the goalkeeper slept, or rather slipped there while trying to collect the ball. throw in, however. And now Delhi once again in a ferocious tussle down that right wing now with Jharkhand. It's like a war for the ball. Both the teams want to get the ball for themselves. And it's out of the play here. That's a nice ball. Delhi controls the proceedings again, but Jharkhand manages to reclaim possession. Delhi is well as persistent of the fact that they'll not give away anything to Jharkhand without a battle. They're almost fighting for everything here. It's a free kick now for Jharkhand, and it looks to be a pretty decent range once again to try and launch the ball into the box. Floats that in. Shansia wanted to go for that shot, but Delhi was once again quick to react, denying Jharkhand a shy at goal. This is really good football from both the teams. And Jharkhand once again starting to come back. This can be an opportunity for Delhi, but once again, well defended, or this can be an opportunity for Jharkhand, well defended by Delhi, protecting their citadel at all costs. This is an opportunity again, straight, however, to the goalkeeper. And that ball would quickly roll out of bounds. 3 more minutes of regulation time. And the goalkeeper once again coming out of a line. No real troubles there for the goalkeeper. Anjali Munda has done a decent job, except for that penalty again. There was nothing that she could have done actually in case of that penalty. Because when it comes to spot kicks, a goalkeeper can only go halfway because it's somewhat of a joint contest for the one who's taking the penalty and definitely for the one who's protecting it. And now a throw in here in favor of Jharkhand. Throw in, however, right now in Delhi's favor. Quickly twist and turns, and the ball rolls out of play for another throw in here. And this time, however, it'll be for Jharkhand. Before Jharkhand would have get something or got something onto the ball, it was waylaid by Delhi. Delhi is fiercely protecting that slender lead that they have. They know that that one goal cushion can be very dangerous at times, particularly against a team like Jharkhand. And the corner comes floating in. Another opportunity, but repelled away by Delhi. Shooting chance for Jharkhand. Goes for it. Straight into the arms of Namrata Kaur. I reckon, however, she's hurt herself while trying to collect the ball. She's contorting in agony. And the referee will have to summon over the medico. It looks really painful. Usually situations like these, at times that impact tends to be pretty louder when a player is actually uh, taking that ball and rather. So the goalkeeper, she was absolutely picture perfect as she collected it comfortably. And then after she put in that crucial dive, I reckon it was the follow through that ended up piercing through her ribs. Regulation time has already been over. Additional time is going forward, and it has so far been a pretty decent contest. Both the teams have really battled hard and battled fine enough in order to try and test each other. Jharkhand led the charge for the first 30 minutes. They were indeed phenomenal with their approach, and then Delhi started coming back, and eventually it was Jharkhand who made that criminal error of tripping the opposition in the box, and as a result, a penalty was awarded that was well taken care of by Delhi. And this can be a free kick at a critical juncture for Jharkhand. A very dangerous range just at the edge of the box. Just while we thought that the first half's gonna come to a peaceful end, it's not. It's good to see that the players back up, and here's a golden chance for Jharkhand to try and equalize. This can be a really vicious range from where they can try and get the ball towards the goal. This can be a real good opportunity. The last throw of the dice in the first half. The shot comes floating in, smashes onto the wall, and before anything that could have happened, it was taken care of by Delhi. A free kick now in favor of Delhi. Jharkhand will have to regroup themselves. They'll need to have a crucial discussion in that dressing room. Those 15 minutes of half time will be very important for them to try and rally their forces back. Send the ball forward. Opportunity. Sends in a stunning cross there. Delhi almost on the brink of finding their second. But the Jharkhand goalkeeper stands better. Anjali Munda proving equal to the task. However, Jharkhand comes knocking on the doors again, and eventually it'll be a goal kick now in favor of Delhi. So a sigh of reprieve there. Almost 5 minutes of additional time, and the game still goes on. Delhi on the rounds again, but Jharkhand quick to react again and clears away any possible danger on the horizon. Delhi keeps the ball in their possession. A bit of knock around, and eventually the referee blows the whistle, and that will mark the end of the first half. A prolonged extra time given at the end of first half, 5 minutes, and eventually at the end of it all, they finish things off right now with a very slender lead. And that's the confirmation. Delhi 1, Jharkhand 0. And while we return with the second half of the game, till then, stay tuned, stay posted. We'll join again after a 10-minute short breather. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second half of the contest. As things stand, Delhi still has a 1-0 cushion as they managed to turn the ball into the back of the net from the spot. So, again, a spot kick, they say, is always dangerous. And it was a fine penalty that was converted by Delhi. And on your screen now, with the customary shuffle, it will be Delhi who will be attacking from the left to the right, and blue, wherein it is going to be Jharkhand who will be, or rather, who are adorned in yellow, will be taking forth the attack from the right to the left. It will be Delhi who will get us underway. Yeah, quick few stretches out there. Just to ensure that they are on time, that is more important right now. And eventually it's Delhi who gets us underway here at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai. And Delhi drives forward from the left, but Jharkhand takes care of it without any serious problem. It's going to be a throw in here for Delhi. The second half has started, and it's just the beginning. And Delhi straightforward attacking from the left way. Can they keep the ball in? Opportunity for Delhi, but no, before they could have got that ball back in as a center. It already crossed the bounds. It's going to be a goal kick here. And the goal kick comes floating in. Delhi coming forward in numbers now. But Jharkhand quick to crowd them over. A slight miscommunication in the defense. A rare fiasco. But again, well taken care of by Jharkhand. No real troubles. And that's a good ball. Can Jharkhand latch on to that? They have. But the Delhi defense seems absolutely persistent of the fact that they'll not allow an iota of space to their counterparts. They'll keep on driving them further to the corner. A bit of a hopscotch action before the throw was taken in. And no Jharkhand players waiting in the mix to try and convert it or try and steer it towards the net. Spin into the arms of the goalkeeper. And this can be a great chance for Delhi, but before they could have capitalized on that, the flag had gone up. Well, she was clearly a mile offside. Jharkhand just trying to come forward in numbers, just knowing the fact that they'll have to start building already. Delhi quickly clears for their line, sends it forward. Jharkhand takes care of it. No real troubles at the moment. But once again, Delhi has snatched it back, but will not be able to keep it in. Another long ball. Jharkhand this time knocking on the doors. This can be a great opportunity to send in that cross. Sends in a low cross, but it fizzles away. The chance still hasn't gone in, and the ball's found the back of the net. Jharkhand has managed to restore parity after consistently knocking on the doors. And look at the celebrations. A brilliant cross comes floating in from the right. Eventually, after a couple of knocks around in the box, it falls at the head of the Jharkhand player, who manages to get that crucial intervention before Namrata Kaur could have had her say in it. And Jharkhand will be really happy now and will be all pumped up in order to try and push Delhi back further. Eventually, all the hard work, all the salvo by Jharkhand has paid off handsome dividends, as it's all square at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai. It was really a great opportunity. And once again, after a couple of shuffles hither and yon, a quick header just to clear away any possible danger on the horizon. And now it's a throw in for Delhi. Delhi has been pegged back for the first time in the tournament. And when I say pegged back, they have conceded. So this is going to be a nail biting encounter. Two teams hungry to find salvation in each other's net. Two teams hungry for that top spot in the group. A draw would mean that Delhi would retain the top spot for themselves. However, a victory for any of these sides would cement their position further. Jharkhand quick to react again. Now that they have got their equalizer, they're a lot more composed. They're a far better side than they were in the final 15 minutes of that first half, and that is indeed a good sight now. Delhi slightly struggling at the moment, not really able to map those small pockets of spaces that they would have wanted. Once again, Delhi keeps on knocking on the doors. Jharkhand wanted to snatch the ball away, but it seems like it's not going to be easy. It's a long ball sent towards the far right, and it'll eventually roll out of play. And Jharkhand will have a throw in for themselves. 52 minutes in the clock. It's 1-all here. And a great game of football is unraveling ahead of us. Two fine forces. Cross comes floating in from the right. However, the Delhi attacker will have to wait before they can lay claim to the ball. A shot comes in, but it was hammered straight at the player stationed into the box. A fierce battle, and eventually Jharkhand manages to win possession. And once again, a couple of quick exchanges now. And a phenomenal ball sent to the player in the far left. This can be Delhi's chance. This can be Delhi's call to arms. However, Jharkhand absolutely stiff with their resistance. Comes forth and stalls away an opportunity. But Delhi once again on the door, on the prowl. Chance for them to try and take that shot. But well saved there by the goalkeeper, Anjali Munda. Quickly going down on the ground to try and prune down the angle. And that is where Delhi lost their ploy, at least in this occasion. It was a fine chance. They could have very well got ahead in the game. But Anjali Munda showing all her expertise, showing her finesse, eventually showing her reflexes as well, as things still stay all square at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai. Another chance for Delhi. A long chase. I reckon she'll be keeping the ball in for sure. But Gujarat, once again, snatching it away. And now they have an attack of their own. Trying to venture from the left. However, under the pump, she gave away the ball way too cheaply. Quick twist and turn. The ball stays with Jharkhand. Can they craft a counter-attack of their own? They send it forward, but it's going to be very easy at the end of the day for Namrata Kaur. She'll be taking them all day long, no real troubles whatsoever. And a twin substitution here for Delhi. I reckon they are slowly starting to find themselves out of their element here. Ideally, you won't find that they are all square even until when we are about to reach the 1 hour mark. Ideally, they will have a lead and a significant one. But somehow they have been stuck. And they're struggling at the moment. Not exactly struggling because they've looked decent in their approach as well. They got that all important opener, but then the second half has seen a change in the fortunes as Jharkhand looks a lot more active. I reckon the referee will have to stop play, but Jharkhand has a better chance, so I guess they will continue play themselves. They'll continue to play themselves, but eventually, before Jharkhand could have actually reached, ideally the ball went full force into the Jharkhand player's chest, and at times it can be really unsettling for a player because they are not expecting that, and that too from such a close range. Delhi, desperate to lay claim to the possession. And the ball goes out of play again. This game is really heating up right now. And with time, expected to heat up further as these two teams won't hold back. They do not care about whom they are up against. They do not care about how the opposition can come back to try install their enterprises. What they care about is that they'll have to find the goal, and that is exactly what the mindset of any team should be when it comes to football. It's crucial, very, very crucial. Both sides really putting up a scintillating display, undaunted by their opposition, unnerved by what they have been up against until now. This could have been a great chance for Jharkhand, however, Delhi was quick to react. It's going to be a free kick now in favor of Jharkhand. The free kick comes floating in. A bit of a nasty header. However, Jharkhand not really able to keep the ball under control as they would have wanted. And there you go, another long ball. Hoping to reach the player in the far right. It has. It is exactly the same channel that Jharkhand got their goal from. Once again, another phenomenal cross comes floating in. Now the ball stays here. Bit of a tussle there onto the left, and again, not really finding that required space. That ball had slightly more weight than they would have wanted, eventually rolling into the arms of the goalkeeper. Delhi now trying to use the left wing to their advantage. Once again, both the teams, they've been pretty phenomenal in terms of the wings, and that is why they have been so active. Those wings has been the life source of Delhi and Jharkhand trying to build forward with the kind of attacks that they can. This is a lovely chance for Delhi, but well blocked by Jharkhand. This is brilliant, brilliant defending from Jharkhand. Quick to crowd down the space that could have given Delhi a glimmer of hope about finding their leading goal. But no, they'll have to wait. Jharkhand was quick to respond to whatever situation was up at their hand. They were quick to clamp down on the space that was up against them, and they were phenomenal in their defensive stance. Well done there by Jharkhand. They did not allow Delhi to find that opening that they were so desperately looking forward to. Another throw taken. A bit of a push, and this time, however, it would go away. Another throw in. And another lovely ball. Gujarat on the chase. This can be a fierce chase, and eventually it's Gujarat who won. Sends in a wonderful cross. Chance for Gujarat to go for that shot. Takes it, rattles the net. Gujarat has sent Delhi spiraling in for the first time as they trail. Gujarat has secured a crucial, crucial lead. This is absolutely brilliant there. And Delhi will need an answer of their own now. Just what you didn't expect. The extraordinary sequence of continuously getting that lead has finally come to an end for Delhi. For the first time in the tournament, they have started trailing. And kudos to Gujarat. What a scintillating effort. Went past the defense as if they were literally skidding through their own home. They knew it like the palm of their hands. And then came the pile driver that beat Namrata without an iota of movement. Now Delhi comes knocking in from the left. This contest is far from over. There's still so much of drama remaining in it, particularly considering the kind of attacking unit that is out there in the sides. Now here comes Delhi from the left. However, the ball already went out of play. It's too much pressure on Delhi right now because they have conceded for the second time in the game. What a phenomenal turnaround for Jharkhand in the second half. They were trailing by a goal to nil. They've not only plugged the deficit, but they have surged ahead as well, even though it's a very slender lead. And there's a player down for Jharkhand. I reckon there's a bit of an impact that somehow ended up smashing onto her ribs. So yes, again, it's good. The referee just wanted to get some medical attention for her. Medico's out there. And here's a free kick now for Jharkhand. However, Delhi has taken care of it. No real trouble whatsoever. It's time for Delhi to take a free kick at the moment. This has been a real topsy-turvy battle until now, and it has been filled with entertainment. Thrills have been through the roofs. Opportunity for Delhi! Rattles the woodwork, but then the ball goes into the back of the net. It's all happening here at the Pant Stadium, and what an encounter we are witnessing here. As I mentioned, it's miles away from the end. There's so much drama remaining in the game, and Delhi has managed to restore parity again. This game is an absolute cracker. It's a live wire of a contest. Just when it felt that Jharkhand has managed to pull things back in their favor, Delhi has went forward and equalized. And once again, it's all squared for the second time here at the Pant Stadium in Vilai. And Delhi comes knocking on the doors again. Another chance for them. Shooting space. Will a shot come flying in? Well, it looks like Jharkhand has the defense cleared. Yes, eventually they'll not take any risk whatsoever. Quickly trade it away for the throw-in. An opportunity again for Jharkhand. Or rather for Delhi now. Another shot comes in. Oh, that was curling in menacingly. However, it would miss its mark. So no real problems again. As easy as it gets at the end of the day. I reckon, however, there was a bit of deflection there. So yes, it's going to be a corner. And the corner comes floating in for Delhi. Jharkhand leaping over their counterparts. And well cleared away by Jharkhand. This is good defending from Jharkhand. After conceding a goal, it's never really easy to keep your calm, keep that integrity of the defense extremely intact. Another cross comes floating in from the left, but Jharkhand proving themselves equal to the task, waylaying it, and now want to create a counter-attack of their own. And a long ball comes floating in. It's a chase for the Jharkhand player. And a good body shielding there from the Delhi defender. Allowed the time for Namrata to come forth from a line. And eventually lay claim to it. Delhi on the rise again. Chance here. Phenomenal goalkeeping there from Anjali Munda. She took the ball and the player off her feet as well. But nevertheless, it was clearly in the laws or inside the laws of football. And the Delhi player will need some attention here. The referee will give her the time, but that was excellent goalkeeping. No chance for the Delhi player to try and unload an effort on the goal. Anjali knew that she had to dart forward because she had a real task at hand. And she did a phenomenal job of doing so. 67 minutes. We're about to enter 68 minutes now. It's still 2-2 here at the Pant Stadium in Vilai as Delhi and Jharkhand are now leveled at 2-2. 4 excellent goals. An entertaining affair. A swashbuckling battle between the sides. And pulsating drama. It's all there. This contest has all the ingredients a thriller needs to be deemed as a masterclass. A throw in here, twin substitution before that for Delhi here. They made a couple of substitutions earlier that didn't really work out for them. So another two substitutions. And Delhi get themselves ahead again. Or can Jharkhand get their noses ahead? And this time, before Jharkhand could have received it, Delhi has won the ball back. Here comes a crucial pass, but there will be resistance for sure. A crossfield pass. Delhi has the ball. Shooting space ahead of her. Takes the shot, but an extremely emasculated effort. There wasn't any support, so yes, that was the last resort that she had to take, and eventually ended up jamming it right into the arms of the goalkeeper. And this will be a free kick now in favor of Delhi again. Jharkhand at the moment busy in defense because Delhi has started coming forward. 70 minutes on the clock, final 20 minutes of regulation time coming up, and what a battle we have at our hands. Two juggernauts of the game, two Group 4 juggernauts really amping the game up, drumming up the tempo. This has been absolutely phenomenal. Another chance for Jharkhand. Quickly darts out of a line there. The Delhi goalkeeper. Delhi taking their time now. Jharkhand has really proven to be a very strong force against them. But this game has consistently changed ends. There have been occasions where Jharkhand have come forth firing on all cylinders, and there have been occasions where Delhi have come forth firing on all cylinders. So it's never really easy for both the sides to stay and find themselves ahead. Both the teams have been kept on their toes throughout the game, and this is a very interesting position to have a free kick in. It's inside the box, I reckon. I guess there was a bit of handball involved, but yes, it's inside the box. So obviously, the thing that happens out here is when the goalkeeper ends up handling the ball. But I reckon it's at the edge of the box. It's not exactly inside the box. So, yeah, an opportunity for Jharkhand to try and get themselves ahead. And apologies for the fact that I mentioned there's an indirect free kick. We'll get back to that. A shot comes in. Oh, it misses the woodwork by Whiskers. This could have been really, really close. An opportunity for Jharkhand to get their noses ahead again in the game. But they'll have to wait for the chance. And a couple of times I've mentioned Gujarat in place of Jharkhand. So sincere apologies for the same. So it is Jharkhand, yes, and obviously it's Jharkhand. They're playing such a phenomenal piece of game. I reckon I was a bit too carried away by the game, and thereby the mistakes happen. So yes, apologies for the same. But Delhi right now back on the attack, trying to find an outlet. But Jharkhand once again keeping a close eye on affairs, quickly trading it away for a throw in. And eventually it's a water break, and as things stand, it's 2-all at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai before we head into the final burst of play. A 30 seconds quick breather to ensure that both the teams are rehydrated and they can go forward, all guns blazing for those final 15 odd minutes. And all the players are back on the field. A throw in here for Delhi. Quickly takes it. Sends it back. And a cross comes floating into the box. However, the goalkeeper of Jharkhand, Anjali Munda, quickly latches onto the ball, wraps her gloves around it. No real troubles, but the ball's back with Delhi. Nice little shimmy there, allowing to set themselves up for a shot. This can be an opportunity for Delhi, but Jharkhand absolutely persistent with their defense there. Not willing to give away the ball too easily. And this is exactly where it's all going south for Delhi. They have so far really had easy pickings in the tournament, but this is the game where their mettle was tested. And they have struggled to get themselves surging ahead. 75 minutes, it's still 2-2 between Delhi and Jharkhand. A quick throw taken in, and the referee deems that there was a bit of foul play involved while Delhi was trying to collect the ball. A push on the Jharkhand player as she went down, and a free kick has been awarded to Jharkhand. Here's a chance again for Delhi. Barging from the left. A chance that could have caused some havoc for Delhi. But again, well defended by Jharkhand. Their defenders are right on their toes. They will not let the opposition take away the limelight that easily. Jharkhand has their own firing attacking unit. They know when to pull the trigger, and they can do that pretty efficiently actually. They'll just have to be slightly more confident in that midfield. Another route one delivery, but taken care of by Delhi. Delhi keeps the ball with themselves, but Jharkhand has snatched it back. Here's a lovely ball. Can Jharkhand latch onto it? A push there. The referee's blown the whistle. Another penalty for Jharkhand. What is happening here? What is happening here? Is Delhi giving it away too easily? It was really a poor push. It was not needed. I reckon the ball went away from the Delhi defender, and eventually realizing the fact that it couldn't stall that, she had to do something there. And then came the push. This is something that Delhi will have to look into. A penalty given away, and that too so cheaply, is not really acceptable. But Jharkhand, what a chance for them. This can really be a remarkable opportunity to get their noses ahead. Can they do it? Only time shall reveal if they can. A stern test for Namrata Kujor under the woodwork, or rather Namrata Kaur. The penalty comes in. Namrata did get a hand to it, but couldn't keep it away. It has rolled into the back of the net as Jharkhand once again explodes into celebrations. It's 3-2 here at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai, and Jharkhand has their smiles, or rather Jharkhand have their smiles re-established on their faces after Delhi's second equalizer. It's all happening here. Do we still have more goals in this fixture? Do we still have more drama in this fixture? Only time shall reveal. But at the moment, it feels as if Jharkhand are right on top of the game, as they have once again got their noses ahead, and Delhi has a lot of work to do. Now Jharkhand keeps on battling for every single ball out there. This kind of gives away the intent that they have. This is the chance for Delhi, looking for some shooting space, looking for the leeway that can trouble Jharkhand. But this is brilliant goalkeeping from them. Anjali Munda, what a force she has been under the woodwork. Unbeatable, impenetrable, absolutely impregnable there. And she keeps on standing tall, protecting her citadel as fiercely as she can. However, she'll need some medical attention. Once again, I reckon it's the impact that happened. She landed hard on her stomach. So eventually, when you land hard on your stomach, there's a bit of a bounce that's involved when you go up there. It's pretty hard. And yes, the medical is quickly out there in order to provide her the required medical attention. A long ball here. Jharkhand's back in the hunt. And now Jharkhand keeps on driving forward, hoping they can find a fourth here. If they find a fourth here, this game is done and dusted. This game will be put beyond recognition for Delhi. And that is exactly what Delhi does not want. A throw in favor of Jharkhand. And the throw in comes into the box. Can Jharkhand get another opportunity for themselves? A side volley comes in, but well defended there by the defender. And before, Jharkhand could have tried to compound themselves onto the opportunity or get another opportunity for themselves. The flag went up. Jharkhand is really making life difficult here for Delhi. Delhi is unable to find that all important rhythm that they're usually known for. They're at the moment stuttering and stumbling away. And now the ball falls on back for Delhi. Can Delhi get a third goal here? If they can, well, you never know. But again, Anjali Munda quickly rushing out of a station, ensuring the fact that Jharkhand doesn't come under any further fire, at least under her watch. That is very, very important for them. Now Jharkhand trying to launch an attack of their own. The ball's now back with Delhi. Here's a chance, however, for Delhi to try and unload a shot towards the goal. They're looking for options at the moment. They are outnumbered there by the Jharkhand defense. I reckon it's going to be a corner. Yes, it is. Before she could have ended up clearing the lines, the ball was out of the bounds, thereby giving an opportunity for Jharkhand to try and take a set piece. Final 7 minutes, or rather, for Delhi to try and take a set piece, not Jharkhand. Final 7 minutes of regulation time. Delhi sends in a corner. Oh, there was a bit of confusion and chaos here for Jharkhand. It was needless. I reckon the Jharkhand player took her eyes of the ball and it tucked onto her feet and went out for another corner. Now that was an unnecessary gift. It could have been avoided. Taking your eyes off the ball that early can be really dangerous. Delhi with the corner. A short corner taken. And Jharkhand, this is brilliant defending. This is absolutely brilliant. Quickly rushing off to the player, cutting short any possible space they had, and Jharkhand keeps on stalling away the Delhi attack. The Delhi threats may have grown in number of late, but the Jharkhand defense stands tall, very tall, and that too under the pump. This is the sign of a true great. This is the sign of a truly classy team. In Jharkhand is showing that with every single footstep. This is brilliant from Jharkhand. The way she came around that attacker, quickly laid claim to the ball, and eventually claimed it for herself. This is absolutely phenomenal from Jharkhand. An opportunity here. Can Delhi stave it away? Well, at the moment it seems that they will. Jharkhand still on the chase, still on hot pursuit. Have they managed to got the ball for themselves? Well, they haven't. And Delhi eventually clears the lines in favor of a throw-in. But we'll have to see whether it's a throw-in or a corner. Because again, it was slightly away and the Jharkhand player is down and she'll need some treatment. I reckon it was a bit of an impact that happened after the Delhi player crashed into her. So it's never really easy to keep your balance. Final 5 minutes coming up and she's being rolled over onto her back. It is really a painful sight to watch. The medicos quickly out there in the center to ensure that she hasn't got much troubles at the moment, because this is a very crucial juncture of the game. Both the teams will really like to have all hands on deck. Jharkhand at the moment will have their focus on staving away the Delhi invasions, and Delhi at the moment will try everything under the blue sky to get that equalizer. 5 minutes of regulation time remaining. Additional time will definitely be given. But till then, who knows what's going to happen. They say football is a very unpredictable game. And it's now a throw in favor of Jharkhand. They're taking their time. They know that they have a very slender lead. So yes, utilizing all possible tactics. Again, one may say that it's basically time wasting, but at the end of the day, you have to be very tactical about that as well. This ensuring the fact that you steal away those crucial seconds. This could have been a telling blow to the aspirations of Delhi. Jharkhand was almost on the brink of getting that fourth goal, and if they would have got that, Delhi would have had the final nail on their coffin. But at the moment, they're still alive. They stay alive in the hunt. They survive. Good defending there from Delhi, staving away another possible goal-scoring enterprise of Jharkhand. And now Jharkhand comes knocking all the way from the right. Can they find an outlet? They send in a long cross. Opportunity again. But a couple of Jharkhand attackers couldn't really converge onto the ball as they would have wanted. And it was a simple take at the end of the day for Namrata Kaur. And Jharkhand has managed to reclaim possession. Delhi still trying to throw in everything they can in the way so that Jharkhand doesn't have a free song to sing. Namrata will have to keep those goal kicks going slightly further than she's usually sending right now, because Delhi will need all hands on deck. Delhi will need all possible sources they have at their disposal to try and come forth. Once again, Anjali Munda quickly out of a line and collecting the ball without any ado whatsoever. Jharkhand stays alive in the hunt and does a phenomenal job of keeping Delhi away from their goal as they keep on protecting that slender lead as fiercely as they can. Another long run here. Jharkhand chasing the ball. Can they get the possession for themselves? At the moment, they won't be able to do that. It's a throw-in now in favor of Delhi as Jharkhand keeps on coming forward. But Delhi now has the possession for themselves. There's some space ahead of the players. Jharkhand quickly falling back in cautious retreat. And I reckon those twists and turns from Delhi allowed the Jharkhand defense to rush back to their stations. Now that was a decent piece of work there, but a free kick has been awarded to Delhi. I reckon it was a body block, but it was clearly the Delhi player did a phenomenal job of actually getting the ball away from the player. Now ideally, if you're getting the ball away from the player and then you come forward with the body block without the ball, that's a foul in the footballing argot. So yes, it's a free kick, and from a very dangerous position, a chance for Delhi to try and get themselves back in the hunt. Do we have an equalizer here? Ladies and gentlemen, what a game we have had today. Thumping to say the least, thrilling to say the least. And believe these or not, these two teams have set their best foot forward. Here's a chance for Delhi. The goal in her range. Can she hammer the pile driver to the desired destination, to the coveted destination for Delhi? Can they get it all square again? Here comes the free kick. However, it went miles above the woodwork, so that wasn't really the best of free kicks I have seen at least. So 10 more seconds of regulation time remaining, post which the additional time will be granted. And now Jharkhand wanted to have a free sail for themselves. 6 minutes of additional time has been granted. So that means 360 excruciating seconds of thrill, drama, and heroics at the Pant Stadium as Jharkhand and Delhi duke it out for the bragging rights of this fixture that would help them establish themselves right at the top of the points table, even if momentary. Yeah, that's not decent. That's absolutely not decent. We're struggling to keep the ball under control. Here's a chance. A bit of a tussle. Can Jharkhand get themselves that fourth goal? Can they put the game to bed once and for all? Well, time has the answer to all of it. Delhi has started coming forward in numbers. A long ranger from Jharkhand wanted to go Hail Mary, but they wouldn't be successful, at least in this occasion. Delhi need to be a lot more convincing. The long balls can only be sent when they have a sharpshooter up ahead. And with the kind of defense that Jharkhand has so far posted, it doesn't seem like the long balls will do them a world of good. They'll need to have proper control of the possession. They'll need to create those small pockets of spaces. Now that's some brilliant footwork from Delhi, but Jharkhand stands tall under the pump. They keep on refuting Delhi one after the other. Time and time again, Delhi has came knocking on the doors, but Jharkhand absolutely persistent in keeping it slammed shut as we head towards the final 4 minutes of this game. And now once again the referee will have to halt the play because a couple of players are down on the ground and they'll need some medical attention, both a Delhi player and a Jharkhand player as well. Here's a quick throw in now. Can Delhi get themselves that equalizer? At the moment, it doesn't seem like they are coming close to that goal. Still 180 seconds of football remaining. What an encounter we have had between Delhi and Jharkhand. This is absolutely phenomenal. Both sides hungry for the goal. Both sides desperate to find the back of the net. Jharkhand once again knocking on the doors. They have the possession for themselves. Do they have a number 4 here? Another long ball coming in, a long chase, but Namrata Kaur will do a fine hope, or rather a fine thing there by coming out of a line quickly. Delhi does a decent job of keeping the ball and a fancy footwork as well. Sends a scarring cross into the center. The defense of Jharkhand still standing tall there, just ensuring the fact they are not going to give anything away. Once again, Anjali summoned into action. A quick header there. Can Jharkhand latch onto this delivery? Can they have another shot? The ball still remains with Jharkhand. Delhi fighting fiercely for it. But it seems that Jharkhand will have the final say. But once again, they ended up slamming the ball straight at the melee of Delhi boots. The Jharkhand goalkeeper will take as long as she wants. Anjali Munda, no real troubles whatsoever for her. She's been absolutely wonderful under the woodwork. Final minute, final 60 seconds of a footballing marvel unfurling ahead of us. Delhi and Jharkhand, what a cracker of a contest. It was topsy-turvy throughout. Delhi secured the lead from the spot. Then Jharkhand came back strongly. Jharkhand got their noses ahead. Then Delhi restored parity. And eventually it was from a spot kick that Jharkhand managed to secure that all-important third goal. And as things stand, they are still leading the game by 3 goals to 2. A very slender margin to take care of. Final few seconds remaining. However, the ball stays with Jharkhand. They'll take their time. They'll try and play it out in all likelihood. However, they send it forward. And the Delhi player not really able to control the ball. Another throw in. Jharkhand trying to get possession of the same. But this time a throw in favor of Delhi actually. And Jharkhand quickly stepping in to ensure that Delhi doesn't get that space to quickly turn and run away with the ball. Delhi darts forward. A shot comes floating in straight through the gully of Anjali Munda. As safe as houses. Phenomenal goalkeeping by Anjali Munda. Confidence at its peak. And there you go, the final whistle, game, set, match for Jharkhand. It's all over as Jharkhand walks away with the bragging rights. What a victory! 3-2, and Delhi has been humbled despite a phenomenal battle. At the end of it all, they will have to be satisfied with a defeat, at least for the time being. They'll have to learn their lessons from here on and go forward. But this was an exceptional display of grit and gumption by Jharkhand as they kept on battling till their last breath, keeping Delhi at bay. A pulsating battle at the Pant Stadium in Bhilai. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, from this thrilling encounter. We will return again with a string of phenomenal displays. And thank you everyone for joining in. This is your commentator Rohit signing off. Thank you everyone for joining in. Till the time we return with another fixtures, take care of yourself, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you everyone.